Good day, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Omobenue, and I am a comedian of the Most High. I am here to speak and support the motion that says if we don't tell our stories, other people will tell our stories the way we may not like. For example, recent, we were on social media speaking and saying our mind concerning a lady who spoke ill about the thief people. But this is what I have to say. If we don't come out and tell the entire world our stories, people will not understand. What do I mean? We have untold stories in thief land that most people don't know about. And this is the reason why people don't know. We don't tell our own stories. I want to ask, is it because we don't have storytellers in Benue State? No, we have storytellers in Benue State who are well known and renowned around the world. But what is the problem? Storytelling is not cheap. Storytelling is expensive, and that is the reason why most of these storytellers in Benue State don't tell our stories. For example, if we are to talk about a movie that will speak of things that happened in 80s, in 60s, in 70s, in 50s, we have to consider some things that are very expensive. For example, we'll look at the setting, the environment where these movies or where these stories will be shot. Location is not cheap. Creating a location that suits a story that will be told that has happened in the 80s, in the 60s, in the 50s is not cheap. Look at the recent story that went viral that Venita said the thief people offer their wives to strangers. It went viral. So the question is, why can't we have stories that speak against such stories on Netflix, on Prime Videos, in cinemas? The reason is those movies are not cheap. Those movies, for you to meet the standard of these people or of these companies, you have to spend at least 50 to 100 million to produce a story. It's not because we don't have people who will tell those stories. Benue has talent. Have you heard, or have you seen movies produced by Paul Ape, aka Papel? Talk about the eagle's wing, a lot of great stories. But those stories were sponsored. Those stories were provided for. And that is why most of them are leaving Benue State. We have great actors. Talk about Papa Chris Abu, who was recently featured on in Amina. That movie is on Netflix, doing wonders. What about the likes of Akume? What about great producers as Mimi Haga? Good actors like Omobenue himself. What about the likes of Tulezege, the likes of Lute Ikobo? Mention them, a lot of them. Ape David. But most of these people I mentioned are no longer in Benue State. Why? They feel the support is not good, and that is the reason why they have left. But I want to encourage everyone. If we don't tell our stories, if we don't come together and start fighting to produce our stories now, people will keep talking ill. People will keep bringing their opinions that may not really go down well with us. So what do we do now? I am calling on all the Benue people. I'm calling on the commissioners. I'm calling on the government. I'm calling on every citizen in this state to rise up. Let's come together. I'm not talking about going to associations, going to these associations. Associations are good. We have great associations in Benue State, from this to that. But we should look at individuals who are capable in doing this. I want to say this. Entertainment is an investment. Please invest in storytelling. Invest in it. And there are people who have walked through this line and they understand the business of storytelling. If you invest in these people, they are trustworthy. They have worked with people that they did not disappoint. If you invest your capital in these people, for them to tell stories that generations after generations will watch, it is going to save us from these humiliations. From tomorrow, please bring out money. If you bring out money now and said, Omobenue, please come. I want you guys to produce a movie like this. You can decide and collaborate with us and become the executive producer. And definitely, good stories are here in Benue State when they are properly told, with good equipment, with good location, good sounding, good costumes, good everything, good storylines. Definitely you will have a massive return on your investment. So why are we not investing in storytelling? Why are we not investing in the creative industry? We should invest in the creative industry, and that is what has kept most states above every other state. For example, Lagos State, massive investment on entertainment, and they have been gaining a lot. Stop calling people to say and take this and go and do this. No, make it a business and meet individuals who will not disappoint you. And we have a lot of those people in Benue State. Our stories must be told, and we are the only people who can tell the world our stories. Should I talk about when our king visited the London or the UK and he was being addressed as the Igwe? The reason was simple. The Igbos told their stories and everyone related to their stories. So they believe in Africa, when you walk out there as a king or dress as a king, you are referred to as Igwe. But our king is not referred to as Igwe. But we must tell these stories. If we don't tell these stories, they will not know, and they will keep saying these stories the way they feel. Please, I have mentioned a lot of great entertainers, great filmmakers, great actors, great comedians in Benue State. I may not mention all of them, but please, if you know one and if you know what they are doing out there, mention their names in the comment section. And I'm saying, with these few points of mine, I hope I have not been able to convince you but confuse you that if we don't tell our stories, people will keep on telling our stories the way they want. My name is Omobenue, and I am the comedian of the Most High from Ikpekpo Primary and Secondary School. Thank you, and God bless you. Make sure you share this video and drop your opinion, because you are the judges. Please judge in the comment section.